Hi, so today I decided to go on TikTok and scroll through random videos and hear and listen to the popular and unpopular opinions and the hot takes people have on different anime. Let's get into the video. Okay, let's see. Let's see.
What is the worst anime of all time?
I think I might get a little bit of hate for this. It's Naruto.
Oh, wow.
What? What?
Anime of all time.
I've heard mostly negative reviews about Sword Art Online after season 1.
Okay, you're going to have to tell me why.
The characters I couldn't get into a lot of depth with.
You can't get into a lot of depth with Naruto characters? Are you serious? Naruto characters are literally so in depth. I'm gonna just let the video play because that's crazy.
So bad that it's good. The Ghost Stories dub.
I haven't seen Ghost Stories
that's the
yet.
perfect answer.
You'll have to catch me first, fat ass. You lose weight, you move faster.
Ghost Stories dub is redonkulous. What's the worst anime ever in your opinion?
Vampire Knight.
Oh!
Yeah. No further.
I think that Vampire Knight is good. It's a little weird that Kaname and I think her name was Yuki basically related and they kind of had crushes on each other. Given she didn't know at first, but after you realize that you guys are related, when were you gonna stop? Actually, she left with him at the end and I was just like, and then Zero was just standing there watching them and I was just like, oh, this is kind of crazy.
What's the worst anime
It's a bit
ever?
Weird, but
One Piece.
Worst anime of all time.
I don't know what the worst one would be. I'd say my least favorite
how much you want to bet that the guy who said that One Piece is the worst anime hasn't even watched either a single episode or hasn't actually gave it a chance? Literally.
feels overhyped as Sword Art Online.
What's the worst
Wow, I'm
anime
gonna
of all
say
time?
Sword Art Online. My Hero. He's about to say it.
What's the worst anime ever in your opinion?
I don't really remember the worst animes. I only remember the good animes.
Yeah.
If I don't like it, I just stop watching it.
I still can't believe she said Naruto. It's so in depth. How can you say that? Even the comments are like, Naruto, what? What do you mean? How? Did she watch the anime? I don't think she did.
Are these anime overrated or underrated? No comment. I think JoJo's is perfectly rated. They kind of botched part 6 with the release, but overall I think it has the strongest community.
I think that JoJo's is also perfectly rated. I feel as though that is not too big as much as Naruto is, and people are like, oh, Naruto's so overrated. I feel like, and it's not underrated. Definitely not. So I agree with him.
And memes in anime. Pokemon the anime
Pokemon
is probably
perfectly
rated.
Yes.
I think nostalgia carries it a bit, but objectively I don't think the plot is
I
anything
agree with what
amazing.
he's saying. Yes.
Demon Slayer is perfectly rated. Simple story.
I love Demon Slayer, but perfectly rated, I don't know about that. Maybe just a little bit overrated, just a bit, because I feel like talking about the story, it's a simple story, yeah, but the thing, I feel like it could get more in depth, you know?
But I think it executes well, and the recent animation has been really good. Attack on Titan's peak, so naturally underrated.
Before we continue this video, let me say something about Attack on Titan. I like Attack on Titan. Don't get me wrong. I have liked Attack on Titan for a long time now. But I just feel as though that that's definitely biased. That's definitely biased because I definitely think that if anything is overrated, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the fact he just said it's underrated. It's not peak. It's not. It's good writing at season 4. I liked season 1. Season 2, season 3, probably my least favorite. Season 4 is probably better than everything, I think. And I didn't even finish the ending of season 4, but season 4 was definitely great. And for someone who's really not into politics and never knows what's going on, the politics inside of AOT was very interesting. And it was actually very entertaining too. And I feel like it was definitely more serious and mature. And I really like that about season 4. Everyone's saying like it is peak, it's the greatest. Like, yeah, we have great characters. We also have great animation and a good storyline. But to me, I just feel as though that I've watched better things to sit here and say that AOT is peak. Like, I've watched One Piece. I'm not about to say AOT is peak compared to that. I'm sorry.
Spy Family's perfectly rated.
Perfectly
It's like a really
rated,
good
I
comfort
agree.
show and has a refreshing trope. I thought Chainsaw Man was overrated at first because of all the hype, but I love this season, so I'll probably go like perfectly rated.
For Chainsaw Man, a little overrated. It's great, and I love Chainsaw Man, and I actually read it before the anime came out. Maybe I'll like it better once the ending of this part comes out. Like, once Makima is a little shown more, maybe I'll like it better. But I think it's good. I just feel as though that, like I said for AOT, there's better out there. Like, I personally wouldn't recommend that to like a first time watcher or whatever.
I like Jujutsu Kaisen, but a bit overrated.
What?
I think there's better shows out there.
No. What? Jujutsu Kaisen has so much thought and time put into it. It is perfectly rated. So far, its power system, I really, really like the power system in Jujutsu Kaisen. It really has no bad characters. The animation and the fights are literally peak. Like, have we not seen the fights? Are we sleeping on them? Hello? Like, do you know the blood, sweat, and tears they shed into Jujutsu Kaisen? And Gege himself, oh my god, reading the manga. First of all, he's such a smart guy. The powers that he comes up with, oh my god. I feel like you just have to be on another level to think of stuff like that. How can you be so creative as to just have something so well thought out? I'm sorry. And Shibuya arc is literally so gas. It's so good. It's so good.
That have similar storylines.
But before I continue to that, I do feel like season 1 was a little lackluster in Jujutsu Kaisen. I watched Jujutsu Kaisen, and then like when it first came out, and then I kept up with the whole season, and I stopped because I thought it was really boring when they got to the little training arc. I kind of stopped because I thought it was boring, and then I continued, and I actually grew a liking to it again. And then Shibuya really succeeded my expectations as definitely one of my favorite arcs that has been shown.
I've actually never watched One Piece.
Whoa!
Is it worth it? Are these
People have been doing this trend where they'll give their hottest anime takes from least to most controversial. I mean, I've shared some pretty bad takes on this app already, so let's give it a shot. Just because it's simple doesn't mean it's bad. Samurai.
And I agree. That's why I said I feel as though it's a little overrated. I understand why people like it so much. I'm okay with simple and cliche. My 2 favorite anime are Naruto and One Piece. I can't talk.
Champloo is more cohesive thematically, so it's better than Cowboy Bebop.
Ooh.
If it got a genuine remake, I think it'd be the most popular anime in the West right now.
Ooh.
Works from women mangaka tend to be better than those from men mangaka. People haven't exposed themselves enough to works like shoujos, seinens, and joseis, so the view of modern anime in the West is very twisted. Mappa has a good art style, but the actual quality of animation is evidently bad, especially when we look at JJK Season 2.
What? Literally what?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
JJK Season 2.
I don't think
Even
I
look
heard
at
him
JJK
right.
of animation is evidently bad, especially when we look at JJK Season 2. Even if
He's got me thinking, because what I need, like, look, Mappa does have a great art style. In my opinion, the art style for season 4 of AOT is not my favorite, but sure, it does have a great art style, especially for JJK. But the animation's bad? Like, I don't think I need to explain myself when I say, look at You look at Sukuna and Maharaga's fight. Toji, we need to stop. Like, we need to like stop. Like, his hot takes are definitely hot takes. What?
Japan isn't as experienced in racial politics, there's still a genuine interest in the industry to have good representation. And to say otherwise is just being ignorant. Gay shipping culture has been a thing in Japan for an extremely long time, so when you say it's Western folks pushing an agenda, you kind of look stupid. The hardest thing for an anime fan to say is, I see where you're coming from, but if you can't acknowledge the flaws in your...
That's not true for me. I can definitely say I see where you're coming from.
If you can't acknowledge the flaws in your favorite anime, do you truly love it that much?
Yup, I can acknowledge the flaws in both One Piece and Naruto.
Anime opinions as a female anime watcher, part 2. As a female anime watcher, you happen to watch more anime that has like fan service in it. Don't feel ashamed. Surface level, don't feel ashamed. People just have a certain tolerance level to fan service, and if
I
yours
agree.
is particularly high because you can bypass that to focus on the story than other people. Don't let other people tell you that you're weird, because you're not. I'm not those type of people that are saying, oh, it's part of the culture excuse, because I think that's a lot of BS. But I got through Food Wars, so my tolerance is in the higher ranges. But I also couldn't.
Is she about to say she couldn't sit through my Dress Up Darling, but she got through Food Wars? That's kind of crazy. Can she get through High School DxD?
Finish my Dress Up Darling, so it really depends. But don't.
Wait, what? I'm kind of confused about that. Yeah, it had fan service, obviously, but I feel as though that, like, instead of it being, like, nasty, it was more awkward fan service. Like, it was more like when, like, she was sitting on top of Gojo. When she was sitting on top of Gojo, I got embarrassed, like, secondhand embarrassment. I was just laughing so much because I was like, oh my god. I feel as though that it was definitely more tolerable than Food Wars. Food Wars, all they do is, like, freaking moan. What?
Feel like, am I not girl boss? Because I don't mind watching certain shows with fan service. If you could get through 7 Deadly Sins, you're fine. Calm down. You'll be okay. In terms of tropes, average girl with popular guy, yeah. Average guy with popular girl, absolutely not. Any guy on the cover of an anime poster surrounded by girls is an immediate skip for me. Like,
really?
I won't find out if it's good or not unless I see somebody else talking about it.
Oh, wow. That's so different with me. I literally put anything on my watch list on Crunchyroll. Anytime I think the style looks cute, even the style don't even gotta look cute, because I'm eventually gonna watch Ping Pong. But anytime I just like, oh, this looks interesting, I will put it on my watch list, and then eventually I will get to it. I literally don't. I have a tolerance for my tolerance is very high.
We'll skip past it. I don't like watching anime with one guy as the main character surrounded.
So basically, she don't like harem anime, and the fact that everyone keeps talking about Sword Art Online. The fact that people keep talking about SAO is so funny. Oh my god.
By girls that are most likely going to be in love with him. There are a lot of young anime fans, and maybe some of you wild and very inappropriate, and it's going to stay there. Y'all know about digital footprint. I'm not going to expand on it, but yeah. Hating a female character because she's the love interest of the guy character you have a crush on.
Okay, it's no. That's kind of valid. That's kind of valid because I'm not even gonna explain myself.
Girl, you're giving hater, but it's okay to sound like fucking lame. Us girlies know that fan service
exactly
is vastly different and better than fan service.
No, because I agree. We don't like Elaine.
Directed towards men. When you really think about it, it's almost insulting to men because, like, for women, it's, you know, like JJK men basically. That's the best.
Woo! Look at
right?
that
That's
picture.
our fan
Show
service.
so.
That's the fan service for us, for women.
Oh my
Whereas
god!
Like, you know, men are simple. Let's just show some yitties and up the skirt, and they'll be fine. Like, it's kind of like it's giving simple.
No, she's eating right now.
It's almost like I would be insulted by that environment. Like, this is what you think I like. This is it. But the thing is, I guess a lot of them like it. Otherwise, why would it still be here?
Right.
Anime.
Okay, guys, give me your most controversial
Ooh, look at
anime
Hancock.
One Piece is probably the best film, best anime of all time.
That's a hot
Of course.
Skypiea was good, alright? If you skip Skypiea...
Period. We listen right now. I'm telling you, I don't know where everyone got to like this thing that you have to skip Skypiea. Don't watch Skypiea. It is probably one of the most informative arcs. Like when you first like really start. Like I don't get what people was telling other people that it's not important. There's so much that you learn inside of Skypiea. Not to mention, I'm gonna die on this hill when I say that Enru is my favorite villain. Like literally, I cannot tell you how much I love Enru. Enru is just the coldest villain ever. I personally just think he's my favorite. He's everything I've ever wanted in a villain. And to think that people skip Skypiea, why? I don't get why people, like, it's boring. Like, I can understand that it's a little long, but what One Piece arc is not really longer than it should be. It should not be that long. And it shouldn't be that, like, the pacing is bad. We already knew that. Don't skip Skypiea. Literally, like, look at the comment over here. It says, it has the coolest villain ever. Yes. Like, let's give props to Enru. I'm tired of people, like, Enru is definitely underrated. First of all, he's an underrated villain. I don't know why people never talk about him. They literally completely hate his guts. I'm telling you, like, he is such a great villain. Don't skip Skypiea. I don't know why people do it.
Pia, you're crazy.
You're not a One Piece fan.
That's a hot...
Name an anime opinion that will give you this. Honestly,
Sasuke is a great character. First of all, I will die on this hill for Sasuke. I will defend Sasuke to the graves. I don't mess with anyone who says they hate Sasuke. I don't mess with anyone who says they hate Sasuke. You hate Sasuke, I'ma slap you. Like, literally.
this isn't really an opinion. It's facts, but people always get angry about this. Naruto beats Luffy.
Ooh.
Oh. So you...
Ooh.
Ho, brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
Want to debate? You want to debate me? Well, Mr. Debater, my Discord is in my bio. Go ahead and join it. Let's debate then.
I like how he says Naruto beats Luffy, and then the video is only 17 seconds long. I would like to see why he thinks Naruto beats Luffy. Now that Gear 5 is a thing, especially, I don't know if I believe that.
Unpopular anime opinions that are bound to get a lot of people mad. Gintama the anime is better than any of the big 3 anime.
That literally makes me want to scream.
Wise, not including manga. Boruto.
Wow! I'm tired of hearing people say that Gintama is better than Naruto. The fact that you're already saying that it's better than Naruto and One Piece, forget Bleach. I don't really care about Bleach too much. But Naruto and One Piece, please enlighten me. I've seen 60 episodes of Gintama, and everyone keeps Gintama on the low. Anyone who has not seen Gintama will always look at the people who have seen all of Gintama crazy. They will always look at them like that. Why? Because everybody who likes and seen all of Gintama will tell you for some reason that it is literally peak and it's one of the best things they ever watch and will happen to be in their top 5. For some reason, that is all I hear. And I've tried to watch it. I've watched 60 episodes of it. When does it get good? It's funny. It's great. I stopped. I will continue eventually, but I don't see what. I don't think that there is anything that will get me to say that Gintama is better than Naruto. I swear.
Best new gens, in my opinion. Mad overhated.
Has he seen Boruto? It's literally filled with like 90% filler. How can you not be upset about it? Like, I can't even watch Boruto, and Naruto is my favorite anime of all time, and I can't even sit through it because I just skim around. To be honest, I just click on the videos that Kakashi's because I'm gonna read the manga. forget the anime. It's a difference because one thing I'm tired of is everyone complains about an anime having filler for a show that's already been out. You realize all you have to do is skip the filler? Like, don't complain about it. But with Boruto, it's a different story because the whole thing is filler. Why would I continue to just watch and call that show peak if the whole thing is filler? I don't need to be watching a show like that. Once it gets animated to actual plot, call me.
Bleach has a better female cast than One Piece.
Wow. Bleach has a better female cast than One Piece. You know, I think I could get with that. There's a lot of female characters in Bleach that can really box. Like, even Orihime herself is actually not as bad as people may think she is. I think that the characters in One Piece that really got me like, oh yeah, she's definitely the one, is Hancock and Robin. I'm definitely being biased because Robin is literally my favorite ever. She's like my first favorite girl character. Oh, wait, no. Urza! Stop playing! Robin became my number 2, but Urza is my all-time favorite girl character. Robin and Hancock really can box.
My favorite anime.
What's one overrated anime you think?
I think Code Geass.
Woo!
I watched one episode. I'm not.
Oh my god! Wait, that's.
Geass. I watched one episode.
Is he doing that on purpose? Like what? Okay, I can't even.
So I'm not a fan of mecha animes. I watched like one episode. Sorry, but I couldn't get into it. I think it's just very overrated. A lot of people like hype.
So are you telling me this guy has watched one So you telling me this guy has watched one episode of Code Geass and say he couldn't get into it? You know, I was in the same boat at one point. Me and my brother watched Code Geass, and I'm not really into mecha anime either. I hate Evangelion. Anyways, yes, the first episode is not going to get you into it directly. I totally agree with that. But to put it off was one of the biggest mistakes that I've ever made when dealing with Code Geass. No, it's not peak. At times, it is very boring. Lelouch and Suzaku, they're great characters. Lelouch is literally a great character. The ending was great. The ending, I live for the ending. It was literally really great. I don't see why overrated. I don't think it's overrated at all. I don't think that you can say it's overrated, especially when you only watch one episode. It's not overrated, actually. Like, I don't ever hear people really talking about Code Geass. I know a lot of people like it. I feel like you either haven't watched it or you watched it and you like it. I don't think that there's any in between.
Hype it up so much like it's the best thing ever, but I just don't see it.
What's one underrated anime?
Maybe going deep into like the darker animes. Banana Fish or
Ooh.
Rainbow Nisha Rokubo no Shichin. It's a very...
Whoa, that name. Anyways. No, I've never watched Banana Fish or that other one.
dark anime, like very 18 plus. It's like one of my favorite
I've
animes
heard,
I found when I was younger, and I wish they continued
I've heard Banana Fish was really dark. I need to watch it.
the season. Like, if you're 18 plus, I recommend this one.
Okay, thank you. So, lastly, what's your favorite anime then?
My favorite anime.
No.
So I can't place like a sports anime over like One Piece, because to me
Oh,
a
see,
sports
he do
anime
like
is
One
like
Piece.
equal. I like them all equally, and the romance anime, Spy Family,
Ooh!
Daddies.
He definitely loves One Piece. It's no way. He literally, did he train his laugh to just be like that for the rest of his life? How can he just laugh like that? Oh my god.
Which one of these criticisms is actually valid? Starting at the top of One Piece, the story is too long. Now,
Let's get into this. Like I said, if you think One Piece is too long, you just are lazy. If you are an anime fan, I don't think that you should judge One Piece based off of its episode count. It has bad pacing, but let me tell you right now, Whole Cake Island is the best arc I've ever seen in my life. In my life. Don't let the numbers intimidate you.
for me personally, too long is not too long if the anime is goated like One Piece.
I
A lot of
agree.
One Piece fans be in denial about that pacing, and that pacing is awful.
Exactly. Eat up.
Some might feel it's too long. Now we move on to Dragon Ball, no story. And I'm sorry.
Not the first time I've heard of no story from Dragon Ball. I can't speak on Dragon Ball.
And that's just not valid. Now, if you want to say Dragon Ball story has a lot of plot holes, that's valid. And there's just a different standard for writing back then compared to now. Dragon Ball Super, though, I really ain't got no defense for that. Rest in peace to the GOAT, Akira Toriyama. Next, we got Demon Slayer, carried by animation. Now, for me, this is
Man. Entertainment District arc is my second favorite arc in the world. Simple story, great animation, but it has my heart. I've never been more excited to watch anything in my life. It is carried by animation. I feel like not everything has to be so complex to be good.
valid to a point. Season 1 and 2, especially season 1, was really engaging with the story.
I agree.
And the emotional highs and lows were really intense.
I agree.
Which some will say that animation can add to the emotional scenes.
I agree.
So, yes, valid to a point. Next, My Hero Academia's fandom ruins it.
Sometimes it pays to ignore stupid stuff. Seriously, I see stupid stuff from the My Hero fandom all the time. The cringiness, I've seen it all. I know, I get it. How could you let a fandom destroy such a good story and show? That is a you problem, a personal problem.
That one is 100% valid. You can also say this for One Piece.
What?
It makes it hard.
I don't agree. If you can't ignore it, obviously just don't watch it. You should not let the fandom get in between something that's actually really good. I wouldn't blame My Hero for creating the fandom that it has. You're gonna just say something is bad all because of the people who watch it. It's the people who watched it fault. It's not My Hero. It's not like My Hero is egging it on. Like, why let the fandom ruin that for you? I don't understand that.
Forever, but I don't regret it. Next, Naruto, too much filler. This one's one.
Like I said, if you are complaining about filler and all you have to do is skip it, just go away.
100% valid. I will say though, some of the filler that
What?
actually expands on.
First of all, let's talk about this. Naruto filler, I've seen all of them except for the ones in OG. Naruto filler is actually good. Watch power. Nothing else needs to be said. It's not like the show is just now coming out. It would be a difference if the show is coming out constantly right now and you are saying that it's too much filler. If the show is coming out at this moment and you're like, oh, I can't watch it, it's too much filler, every other week I have to watch and it's another filler episode, yeah, that's understandable. But now that you have the ability to skip it, there's no excuse.
On the story, actually is fire. Like the Kakashi and Itachi Anbu arcs during the war arc.
Ooh, yeah.
Fairy Tail, the power of friendship. Again,
I don't want to hear none of that. Fairy Tail is great. My third favorite. I put Naruto and One Piece at number 1. Number 2 is JoJo's, and number 3 is Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is one of my favorite anime. And I will also die on that hill because I feel as though that even though it has the power of friendship, I'm okay with cliche settings and I'm okay with the power of friendship as well. I can understand how people would not like it because when they were fighting Acnologia, it was kind of off-putting the fact that all of the Dragon Slayers had to defeat him together. The fact that they all had to everyone who wasn't in the realm that they were in, they all had to relinquish their powers to them to give them strength. And Natsu's like, I got my friends. This is how I can beat you. It's a little off-putting to see. In 100 Years Quest, when he finds Ignil's quote-unquote real son, I feel as though that was the first time that I've really seen like Natsu actually have trouble. And I really want to see that. I like when my favorite characters kind of struggle a bit, but it's empowering and I just love it. Saying that the power of friendship is not that serious. If anything, all shonen, it has the power of friendship in it. Even if it's a little bit, 9 times out of 10, it's always going to be a cliche meaning to a shonen series. Like, don't expect it not to be cliche.
100% valid. I'm not gonna lie, that power of friendship stuff made me drop Fairy Tail.
What?
The fights, too predictable. It's sad because I actually like a lot of the characters in it, like Gray and Urza. Attack on Titan.
Wow. I'm sorry, but I'd never drop a show because it's quote unquote cliche. I would never do that.
Black Clover copied Naruto. Now,
okay. I don't know anything about the AOT ending, so I'm not trying to spoil it for myself. Anyways, Black Clover copying Naruto is crazy. I love Black Clover. Definitely in my top 10. It is great, and I can see why it says it copied Naruto. Black Clover is definitely its own thing, and I enjoy it. Black Clover literally has no bad characters. The animation is a little questionable at times. Even Ghost is like questionable at times. To me, it's not. Like, I can see how it's similar it is to Naruto. Personally, I don't feel like it's the exact same thing.
Now, I won't say this is the reason why you shouldn't watch Black Clover.
I agree.
It's valid because there's a lot of, you can copy my homework, but change it up a little. Next is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure looks fruity. Though this is valid.
What kind of opinion is that? What kind of criticism is that? JoJo's looks fruity, so don't watch it. JoJo has its moments of doing crazy stuff. That who cares? Like, what? And first of all, I don't think that that's the most harshest criticism that I've heard that JoJo's had. It's the art style. That's what I've heard. And I totally disagree with both. People judge things way too quickly.
Weak excuse. Go watch it. Then there's JJK has bad writing. Whoever said that
it's like off their rocker.
Just like to hear themselves talk.
Exactly. I agree with that. Because, what? Like I said before, JJK, it has too much thought to even be considered having bad writing. Like, it's great. I freaking love JJK. What? Thank you for watching the video. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite anime and what's your opinions. Even comment about the opinions that I had in the video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.